It's the grandson of right thought. So we've been talking about manifesting. Now y'all need to understand that we grown folks over here, so we're gonna have a grown folks conversation, okay? Manifesting is all about making love. It's all about sex. Creation is all about sex. Y'all understand that? So when the Most High spoke to the darkness and he said, "Let there be light," that's a holy orgasm. Creation. So the same thing you have to do when you are manifesting. You have to have an orgasm. Now, see, in this world, a lot of men, when they're having sex, they're having the orgasm before the woman has the orgasm. Y'all doing it wrong. She got to have the orgasm, see, because that means that you have the feeling that matches the thought or the act that you're doing. She's actually feeling the feeling that matches the act of having the sex, see? If she doesn't have the orgasm, then you haven't given her the feeling that matches the act that you're doing. You see? So the same thing we do when we manifest. That's called believing. That means she believe you now, bro. Okay, well, that means when you take her, she believe you now. When she has an orgasm, now she believe you for real now. She's like, okay, yeah, it's real now. You understand that? So it's the same thing when you manifest. When you go into your mind and you image something that you want, you imagine what you want it to be, then you feel the feeling that matches that thing, like I've been telling you. That's the orgasm. When you've had the feeling that matches it. So let's say you want something. Now the feeling that matches that is great excitement that you would feel as you had that thing you were desiring. Great excitement is the feeling. If you never actually feel great excitement, then you know you will never actually manifest that thing that you want. Do you see? Because that means you don't believe that you have it. You understand that? The female hasn't had an orgasm yet. So you're just having sex with her, busting a nut every time y'all have sex. You're busting a nut, but she's not. So she don't believe you. So she don't give you any child in exchange. In other words, true manifestation, that's the way it goes. It's mutually beneficial. Everything that Abba created is mutually beneficial. Man has corrupted it. So when we think about sex, it is to be mutually beneficial for both. Sexual healing for both parties. A, loop of energy, not a pit that you're pouring into. You see, it's a loop of energy that you're sharing between the two of you. So he's receiving pleasure as well as she is, and the fact that she receives pleasure brings him pleasure, and the fact that he receives pleasure from her brings her pleasure, as well as they're already receiving their own personal pleasure. That's called mutual benefit. Now you can manifest something because you both are agreeing in the same energy. You see? So you gotta, for the lack of a better word, you gotta fuck until you come. You gotta fuck her till she come. Like the song used to say, do y'all fuck them till they come? That's what you gotta do. You gotta fuck her until she comes. And then that means she believes it. So the same thing in your mind. You have to hold tight until your thought. Don't bust a nut. See, as a man, you have to hold tight to the thought. Hold tight. Hold yourself. Be strong. Until she comes, which means until she believes you, which means the feelings come up that match the thought that you have said. Because the feelings never match up, that means she is not receiving pleasure. That means she has not gotten aroused enough yet. That's another thing about sex that men are not understanding. When you rush the sex process, then you don't allow her to become aroused first. That's why a lot of people got to use KY jelly and all kind of lubricants and all kind of shit, because the man just doesn't understand how to actually stimulate the woman first before having sex, which is creating the image first. Make an image that make her excited, which means have sex with her or touch her in a way, foreplay, in other words, that makes her aroused, that creates the feelings to rise up, and then it will grow. That's the thing about your manifestations. Don't try to make the whole entire project you're trying to create. Just start with a simple piece of it. And then watch it grow in your mind. And then the feelings will grow as well. And then when it comes to its fullness, then you'll have the orgasm. The great feeling. And usually it's a breath of feeling that when you're meditating, tears will come down and you'll get your breath will, and that's when you know you felt the feeling of the excitement of the matching the vibration. Now you got it. Now let it go. You don't even got to think about it no more after that. Now she came. So now you can go ahead and let your nut go, bruh. I know that's the interesting way of saying it, but that's the truth of it, actually. That's actually what you're doing. You see? So this plays out on every level, and this is going to help you in relationships as well, your sexual relationships as well, while we're speaking on this. How a person communicates with you is how they do everything that they do. So you understand that? So if they lie to you, then they lie sexually when they have sex with you. They don't feel the true feelings that they should be feeling of two people that are making love. Communication shows you everything about your sexual relationship, which means this. If a man speaks to a woman and she feels that feeling of stimulation, inspiration, wow, I didn't know that, or anything new that makes her feel that feeling, that's an orgasm. So that means that he has stimulated her to an orgasm. So if they do sexual things, then he will more than likely cause her to have an orgasm. Do you understand that? Because he's causing orgasms, stimulating her mind. You see? That's why women that with a guy and she's sitting there listening to this nigga talk and shit, and he's like bored as fuck. Then they have sex. She's gonna feel the same way. She's gonna be like, "Oh my god," same thing, because he's not stimulating her. You see? He's not creating any images, or in other words, he's not touching her in any way that stimulates her. Her mind first, before they touch physically. You see? Their communication is going to tell how he will be with her. Whether he will be an alpha, whether he will be a beta male sexually, whether he will be forthright or timid. All that's displayed in communication. So that's how we know that everything is male and female that Abba created. And he showed us on every level, because everything is the same on every level. It's just a different manifestation of the same things. There is nothing new under the sun. You hear that? Nothing new. What is what has already been, guys. Because it's the same thing. It's just male and female expressing themselves in different ways. So now it's time that we come back into harmony, making love the true way. Stimulating the female with an image, not taking bullshit ass images. Now let's explain what I'm saying. A man comes to lay with his woman, but he stink. His hands all dirty as fuck, dirty ass fingernails, breath stinking like a motherfucker. He don't know how to touch her right. He don't know how to please her. He's doing this. Do you think she's going to become aroused? No. So that's the same thing that happens when matter of fact, she's going to have negative feelings, see, bad feelings, right? Well, that's the same thing you do when you take negative images to your subconscious mind and expect her to somehow feel good. You're showing her negative things. So that's why you feel bad. You see, the feelings on your side yourself feel bad because you're bringing negative images. So now we change the images to positive images that stimulate or titillate or make her wet. You got to stimulate her with good feelings to make her wet, so that when you have sex with her, it's comfortable, it feels good, it's ready, she's ready. Then the orgasm will come because she's been stimulated, she's heightened already. So now, as soon as you stick it in, now she gonna come. You're like, damn, I didn't even did nothing yet, I didn't even move. What the heck? Same thing's gonna happen to your mind when you're giving it the proper images and stimulating it the right way, coaxing it, not forcing it with a strong arm, not just making it be your slave. Y'all can role play every now and again with your mind. Hell no, girl, you're gonna do what I said do. We gonna do this today. You can do that with your feelings every now and again. You know how to be. But y'all feel me. This is a male and female relationship in its proper form so that we can manifest proper babies. What does he say? He said he made us that we can make godly offspring. You see? Godly children in his image. To make images in his image. Not in the image of a lie. And most of y'all, when y'all lay down in y'all bed with another person, y'all laying down with a lie. And you know you is. Come on now. You know you ain't that attracted. You know you just doing it because they wanted to do it. Right, sis? A lot of y'all sisters have been in situations where you did something sexual with a man because he wanted to do it, not because you wanted to. So let's just keep it real. And vice versa, it's been that way with men as well. You did some shit just because she was on your ass. You didn't really want to do it. So we've all done it with lies. Now it's time we do it in truth. You see? Because if it's true, then it will truly stimulate you, won't it? You see? So, brother, if you're in truth, you can only be with a sister who's in truth, who desires truth. Because if she desires truth, then you can stimulate her mind, make her wet real quick, give her orgasms real quick with the truth. Now, if she's in a lie and you're in the truth, then she's only going to lie when she's with you. You see? It's not going to be real. It's going to be fake. She's just going to be putting on. You see? And vice versa, sister. It's the same thing for you. If you're in truth, then when you get with a man who's not in truth, then he's not going to be able to stimulate you. You're going to get bored with that nigga real quick. Irritated as fuck real quick. Because he can't stimulate you in any way. You're gonna be dry. You see? It's not going to turn you on. It's not going to make you want to move. It's not going to make you want to give him you. Give him yourself. It's not going to make you feel that way. So it's time that we come back to the truth, understanding that this is all the same thing. Male and female, making love in the true way. You see? The way it started. Let there be light. Orgasm. Boom. Creation. That's an orgasm. Same thing that the man does inside of a woman when he ejaculates. Let there be light in the darkness. Boom, there it is. And then that egg that was in there dormant, just floating, sparks life in it. Boom, consciousness. Boom, light, truth. Boom. Light is truth. And the word was in the beginning, the word was God, and the word was with God. Let there be light. Let there be truth. Boom. You see? So let there be truth in our houses today. And if there isn't, then shun it. Eschew evil today. Don't give into it just for the sake of feeling good or just for the sake of trying to manifest some type of manifestation. In other words, have some sex. Do it the right way. Then it's going to be worth it. It's going to be in its truth of what Abba said it was designed to be like. Then it will be. Because you got two people in truth coming together now. Silouan Israel.